Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's check up on German TikTok. All right, POV, you're new to learning German.
Bitte. Wasser. Passt? Hey, das Wasser. Die das nur, dass du weißt. Ja.
Danke. Ja.
Ich möchte ein Wasser bestellen.
It's fine. I have it. Yeah.
Akkusativ.
Oh, ich will nur trinken.
I'm so confused.
Oh, Dativ.
Möchtest du in dem Wasser Zitrone haben?
Dem Wasser.
Hey, where's the ice in that one?
Möchtest du in dem Wasser Zitrone haben?
Dem Wasser. I thought it was das Wasser.
Ja, das ist weil
Dativ. Ja. Der Nasfalls. Dem Wasser, bitte. Die Qualität des Wassers ist ausgezeichnet.
I think a problem is I can't read what's on their shirts. I'm pretty sure that's absolutely vital to understanding this skit.
Schnapps. I actually.
All right, that was a terrible start. I won't lie. Let's keep going, okay? Can only get better from there. Not that the video wasn't funny. I have no idea what I just watched.
German high school students learn about U.S. propaganda in their English courses in high school. Recently, a follower asked to send...
I saw this title, U.S. propaganda in Germany. It's like, what does that
Did you know that German high school students learn about U.S. propaganda in their English courses in high school?
Okay, that's very interesting. I mean, like, we learn about Nazi propaganda. I'm sure you do too. Or, like, communist propaganda. They don't teach us much about American propaganda. That's interesting.
Cool. Recently, a follower asked to send me a textbook that they use in German 11th to 13th grade English courses to study U.S. propaganda. So like in the United States,
Is this true?
it's where we study German World War II propaganda.
Yeah, but that was Nazis.
In Germany, they're studying current U.S. propaganda. They cover everything from U.S. exceptionalism to the American dream, and they show German students how U.S. citizens have been led to have a lack of self-critical awareness to how their ideals have failed. I didn't want to believe it at first, but if you Google the name of the textbook and the word Abitur, which is the final stage of German high school, it returns all kinds of study guides and notes.
Interesting.
And what really shook me is that on one of these study guides, it says, the U.S. has become a wasteful consumer society of lonely individuals. So if you've ever wondered how some people outside of the U.S. view the U.S.,
I don't really know what to think about that. I'm kind of torn because, I mean, I have to be honest, right? And I know that sometimes saying something like this, people will get upset. It's whatever. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of propaganda out of the United States. Obviously, plenty of propaganda, especially throughout U.S. history. But you could also argue that that book might be propaganda against America. I mean, it might be. I don't know. I guess I'd have to read more. But it could definitely be construed that way. You know, just like how America had propaganda against the USSR, the USSR had propaganda against America.
Hey, Germany.
That was really fascinating, though. I don't want to just breeze past that one. That was actually really interesting. I want to know more about that.
Hey, Germany, what are you up to, buddy? We decided Germany will have the strongest army in the EU.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
You know what? Second's also fine. Yeah, we'd all feel a lot better about second.
Would you? I don't know. I feel like Europeans at this point would prefer Germany had the strongest military over America. In fact, I'm very confident about that. I mean, I get the joke. Don't get me wrong. It's a funny joke. A little bit kind of obvious, but funny, you know. All right, here's another one. Now, this one's called Authoritarianism from Germany. It says USA Mom in Germany. These are all linked down below, by the way. Check them out. So this one might be spicy. Let's see.
Dear America, from Germany. I want to document what it feels
I'm trying to turn it up.
like to watch the rise of U.S. authoritarianism from abroad. I was raised in the United States and my family is still there. But I live in Germany now, and today I'm watching my home country through foreign eyes. Each night as I lie in bed, I'm
Wow, she is emotional.
greeted by videos of immigration raids back home. Masked men in unmarked vehicles. Communities rallying in protest, forming human rings to protect their neighbors. Mothers desperate to stay with their children. Fathers taken, unsure if they'll ever return.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at a serious situation. I'm laughing at, I'm just once again, usually these TikToks aren't like on controversial subjects, but I've managed to add two that are like extremely political. The whole immigration, this is actually really fascinating because as she's saying that, I'm like, yeah, I could see how it looks even worse than it feels like here in America. Like, I am very, very, very far removed. You have to remember America's a gigantic country. I'm thousands of miles away from, like, the riots in California. It's basically like it being in a different country to you guys, you know? It's like Lisbon to Budapest, you know? That's how far away the riots are from me. And as far as, like, immigration raids, like, that's just not my reality here where I live in America. I do turn on the news and I know what's going on, and in large part I'm against a lot of it. I guess the flip side of that is also, like, in theory, deporting people who are here illegally, meaning they snuck into the country knowing full well that if they ever got caught, they would be sent back. Like, I mean, if I snuck into another country illegally and they caught me and sent me back, I don't know if it could, I don't know how, I don't know. I mean, another part of me feels like there's actually a lot of the illegal immigrants here in America are very productive. I like them. But with that said, it is illegal. It's an interesting thing. But then you get to the ones that aren't even, you know, like the one we accidentally sent to frickin' El Salvador. I don't know why that name was slipping my mind. El Salvador. Yeah, like, obviously that's beyond not acceptable. Like, you need due process. Duh. It's America. That's the Constitution. You need due process. You can't just deport people because you claim they're illegal. You need to do due process, and then if they are illegal, you can deport them. I think that's obvious. But anyway, being German in 2025.
Yeah, I'm from Germany.
Oh my god, I love Germany.
Oh, really? What's your favorite city?
Never been.
This is me. Wait, this is me. This is literally me.
Are you a Nazi or just a little bit autistic?
I guess just a little autistic. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.